everyone, welcome back to Textbook USA, the place where we pull back the curtain on college admissions and bring you clarity in a world full of confusion. I am Manvi, and with me, as always, is my brilliant co-host and fellow admission strategist Alisha.
Thanks Manvi, and today we are here tackling a question that pops up in our inbox, DMs and live sessions all the time. Is 1300 SAT score actually good? Because there's a lot of conflicting information out there.
Right. You will hear people saying you need at least a 1450 if you want to be taken seriously. Or don't bother applying to competitive schools unless you have hit 1400 plus. But that's a very narrow and often inaccurate way to look at this.
Exactly. A 1300 might not land you at Harvard, but it absolutely can get you into dozens of excellent schools, help you win scholarship money, and unlock majors that can launch real thriving careers.
So first, let's put that 1300 in context. Statistically, a 1300 puts you in about the 85th percentile of test takers. That means you have outperformed roughly 1.4 million other students.
That's not just good, that's strong. Think about it for a second. You are ahead of 85% of your peers nationwide. That's not something to downplay.
Actually, that's right. But here's the problem. Comparison culture. So many students hear about friends hitting 1450. Actually, they scroll Reddit and see people posting about 1500 plus and think that I am behind.
And the worst part is, they start dismissing colleges that would be actually a perfect match for them, academically or personally, just because of test score shame. So let's find out the schools which fit right into the 1300 score range.
Yes, I agree. Let's be real. Where can you actually land with a 1300 SAT score?
Short answer, a lot of places. We are talking about access to some nationally ranked universities like
Michigan State,
University of Oregon,
Temple University,
University of Arizona,
Texas Tech,
and San Diego State.
University of Kansas.
So these are not just the safety schools, these are top public universities which provide flagship programs in everything from business to engineering, political science to media.
Not to mention, they have amazing honors colleges, undergraduate research opportunities, and career placement stats that often rival more selective schools.
And here's something most students underestimate. Your SAT scores matter. It's your ticket to getting into the right college, unlocking scholarships, and opening doors early on.
So yes, aim for a strong SAT score. It's a powerful starting point. Focus on finding the right fit and managing cost as well.
So let's ask a real question here. What a 1300 SAT score can do in terms of scholarships?
Yes, I agree with you. Actually, it can land you in schools like University of Alabama, Arizona State, and even some private colleges which offer automatic merit aid. That kicks in once you cross a certain threshold, often starting around a 1250 or a 1300 SAT score.
Exactly. For instance, at Alabama, a 1300 SAT score combined with a solid GPA can get you $6,000 to $10,000 per year in scholarships. That's nearly $40,000 over 4 years.
Wow, that's a huge amount. And also we have had students who choose a college because of that aid and they graduated debt-free. Same degree, same opportunities, just way less financial burden.
And that's what we try to emphasize here. Smart choices over shiny ones.
Now, let's be fair. There are scenarios where a 1300 might not cut it, especially for hyper competitive majors or schools.
Totally. If you're applying to computer science at Georgia Tech, or trying for NYU Stern, or aiming for a direct entry nursing program at UPenn, yeah, a 1300 might be on the lower end of that pool.
Oh my god, but even then at the score doesn't disqualify you. It just means that you will need to strengthen other parts of your application as well. GPA, personal statement, extracurriculars, leadership roles, maybe even an optional recommendation letter would also help you.
But if you want to improve your score, retaking the SAT might actually help you score higher this time.
So, should I retake it? If I have got a 1300, should I go back and try for a 1400?
Great question. And here's my rule of thumb. Retake if you know you can improve. Like you didn't prep much the first time or test anxiety was a factor.
Retake if a higher score could unlock a significant scholarship.
Retake if you're right on the edge of a competitive school's middle 50% range.
But don't retake out of panic or pressure. If you are applying to schools where a 1300 already puts you in the top 25% and your GPA and extracurriculars are strong, your time might be better spent polishing your essay or applying for outside scholarships.
This is where we always bring it back to strategy. A 1300 isn't end all be all, it's a starting point. If you're sitting there wondering, can I push this score higher this time? The answer is probably yes. And there's a smart way to do it.
Totally. Let's break it down. First, figure out where you lost points. Pull up your college board score report and study the subcores. Was it reading comprehension, algebra, pacing in the math no calculator section?
Then, this is the game changer. Go beyond taking more practice tests. Start working with targeted drills. Let's say your reading score is dragging because of time pressure. So, start practicing with dual passages with a strict timer and track your accuracy and speed.
And for math, if you miss geometry or data analysis questions, don't just rewatch the lesson. Do 10 problems of that type back to back every day for a strong memory. There is where real improvement will happen.
Next, schedule a second date strategically. Give yourself at least 6 to 8 weeks of focused prep. That gives you time to layer in review, repetition, and refinement, not just cram and hope.
Definitely. And honestly speaking, mindset matters here too. If you're telling yourself 1300 is the best I can do, then you have already set a ceiling. But if you say 1300 is my baseline, you open the door to 1350, 1400 and even 1450.
Exactly. Improvement isn't just about IQ, it's about planning, persistence, and personalized prep from tools like Textbook USA.
So if you are sitting on a 1300 and wondering what's next, take a deep breath, assess your weak spots, build a smarter prep plan and commit. It could be the one that opens up a whole new tier of opportunities.
If you're sitting on a 1300, now it's the time to shift your focus to application timing and positioning. Schools with rolling admissions or priority deadlines often reward early applicants. You don't need a 1500. You need to apply smart, showcase fit, and move early in the cycle.
Also, many students with 1300s land internships at places like Deloitte, Accenture, and Adobe, especially if they use campus career centers well.
And grad schools, they care more about your GPA, leadership, research, and work experience. We have seen 1300 scorers later get into top grad schools like Harvard, Columbia, or Yale.
So, don't just obsess over the number. Use it to guide your college list. Then focus on building your profile, grades, internships, campus roles, and goals after graduation.
So, if this video helped you reframe how you think about your SAT journey and you want to see more videos, make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. We have got more deep dive videos like this dropping every week.
Definitely. And as always, if you have questions, drop them in the comment section. We are reading every one of them. Thanks for watching and good luck with your college journey.